freedom practice. We're doing a gratitude practice, a peace practice, financial freedom affirmations, and financial freedom visualization. My name is May Doldolau. I am live every day at 5 a.m. Hawaii time, 11 a.m. Eastern, with this gratitude, peace, and financial freedom affirmation and visualization practice. A little bit about myself. I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. Actually, I live in Waikiki with my husband, Jamel, and our 12-year-old son, Jordan. Back in 2011, I had over $40,000, I think, over $40,000 of credit card debt, line of credit debt, paid it all off by, when was it? April of 2016. So I had a ton of credit card debt, paid it off by April of 2016, and then I started coaching clients to do what I did because I quit my job. So December 23rd, 2016 was my last day working at a local bank here in Hawaii. And then I coached clients not only just pay off a lot of debt, like I was making less than my debt per year, okay? My debt was more than my annual salary, all right? So I paid it all off, and then I started coaching clients to do that. Also, our net worth had improved by about $500,000, and we didn't own, let's see, my husband did own property, but he had to sell it because it was underwater. What does that mean? He owed more than it was worth. So he had to short sale it, take the loss. Yep. And then what else happened? So we improved our net worth by about $500,000, making almost $500 a month in passive income, mostly from dividend yielding stocks. So during the mastermind program, which I created after I quit my job, we started coaching clients, and we started buying property together. My first time ever buying property. We bought our first condo in Waikiki in 2017. Moved in. It was tiny. We got rid of more than half our stuff. In 2018, we bought our second condo. It's an Airbnb business. It is the same tiny condo, but it's an Airbnb. And then 2019, we sold our first condo and bought this one, which is bigger. And we live here now in Waikiki, and my mom moved in last year, and that's my story super quickly. So you can find out more about me at yesfinanciallyfree.com, and I will show you. Yesfinanciallyfree.com. Let's see how we get that. So this is my blog, and I highly recommend it. If you're looking to become financially free, go check it out. Yesfinanciallyfree.com. Okay? So right here, yesfinanciallyfree.com. And if you look on the blog itself, you will see that it has replays of all my lives right here. Gratitude, peace, financial freedom, affirmations, visualization from yesterday, the day before. I go live every single day except when I'm on vacation, guys, all right? I started doing this in January. Still going. Free webinar this Friday as well. There's a lot of good information in here, right? There's a free webinar on Friday. I'm going to teach beginners options trading. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'm going to teach you how to get paid to buy stocks cheaper than they are today, like at a discount. So if, say, a stock is selling at a certain price, you could say, hey, pay me $700 and I'll buy 100 shares if the price goes down to this, so whatever you decide in the contract. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to teach you that skill this Friday. It is a free training. It means you don't have to pay for this training. I am just teaching you for free, which is pretty cool. And I organize it. I make it very clear how to do things. I'm very good at presenting stuff, but you can check out for yourself on a replay from last month if you wish. But to get on this free webinar, all you have to do is fill out this contact form on the right side. Name, email, yes, you'll get a free ebook, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom. You can also go to the Contact Us page, which also has the same form at the bottom of it. You put in your name, email, hit the button, and it has the information on the free book, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom. If you don't get that book instantly to your inbox, that means you are not on the email list. So be sure to check and make sure, okay? All right, so we're going to begin with our gratitude practice. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute timer.
Okay, we're going to say thank you for 1 minute. Thank you for my life. Thank you for you guys. Thank you for all the people on TikTok and YouTube who've watched me and given me likes and comments and follows. Thank you so much. Thank you for my breath that I woke up this morning. Thank you that I'm alive. Thank you I got to drive Jamel to work. Thank you I get a play date. Thank you on my birthday I get to kayak to a beautiful island. Thank you that I can afford it. Thank you my husband can join me. Thank you that I live in Hawaii and it is so gorgeous and beautiful. I'm going to snorkel with beautiful fish. Thank you. Thank you for all the beautiful sea life and thank you for all of the creatures on this planet that make it so beautiful. Thank you for the trees that give us oxygen. Thank you for a beautiful day. Hi, Lig. Thank you for being on the live. Thank you for this. Thank you that I have a family. Thank you that I have a son. Thank you that I'm alive today. Thank you that I can walk. Thank you for my knees and toes and fingers and fingernails. Thank you for my face and my hair. Thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you we have air to breathe. Thank you that we have light and electricity. Thank you for the walls and the ceilings and this house and this condo that I live in. Thank you that I have such a beautiful family. All right, Alexa, stop. So that was saying 1 minute of thank you. All you do is say thank you for 1 minute, nonstop. Thank you for anything you can think of. It's so fun. It is a great morning practice. The next morning practice we're going to do is our peace practice. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being on the live this morning. So the peace practice, I learned it from these monks who did the Walk for Peace recently from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. They walked 2,300 miles every day. They walked a marathon for I don't know how many months. It was from they started in October, the end of October, and they ended on Valentine's Day. So they walked for many months, every day, walk for peace monks. And they taught this practice. So the first step, write down the sentences. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Thanks for the love, guys. Hi, welcome. So I did that this morning when I woke up. Every morning you do the same thing. You just write that sentence. Today is going to be my peaceful day, right? Today is going to be my peaceful day. And then you repeat it. I mean, you read it in your mind several times. And you say it out loud. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Woo! He says you can say it really loud and people think you're crazy. But today is going to be your peaceful day. It's going to be my peaceful day. You say that sentence every morning to remind yourself, today is going to be my peaceful day. It works. It works. Sometimes when I feel angry or someone upsets me and then I remember the sentence, today's going to be my peaceful day. And I'm like, whoo! Don't react. It's amazing. It's like, it's so good. All right, so today's going to be my peaceful day. Now we're going to do the next step of the peace practice, which is to focus on our breath. Mindfulness, meditation, breathing practice. All you do is focus on your breathing right here. When you breathe in, count 1, breathe out, count 1, breathe in, count 2, out, count 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. You're just counting your breaths, yeah? If you lose track of counting, just go back to 1, start over again to 5. After you get to 5, start over again from 1, go to 6, okay? So you're just counting your breath to 5, then to 6, and to 7, then 8, 9, 10, then start again from 1 and count to 5 again, all right? So 1, 2, 2, all right? So that's how you count your breaths. Now, like I said, if you lose track, just start over again. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be mad. I've had people who I've taught this practice to, and they can't seem to focus, and they get mad at themselves. My son, my friend, they're like, oh, I can't do it. I'm a failure. It's like, that's a story. Don't make up stories, all right? You're just practicing breathing. Just do it again. Don't be mean to yourself. Be nice. And you're going to find out if you're a nice person to yourself or not, yeah? It'll reflect how you are with other people. Whatever you do to yourself, you do to other people, yeah? So be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. All right, so you start over again if you lose track of your breath. If you have thoughts come up to distract you, notice the thought in your mind and say to the thought, and come back to your breath, okay? Feeling, same way. Feeling. Pain, itchiness, numbness while you do this. Feeling. Come back to your breath. Same if you hear a loud sound. Sound. Come back to your breath. Eventually, those thoughts that pop up, they will go away. Feelings too. And the sounds may or may not go away, but they will not distract you, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's begin. I think feelings same. They may or may not go away, but they won't distract you. Let's practice, all right? Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute timer started.
Close your eyes, take in 3 deep breaths. Now just count your breathing. Alexa, stop. All right, that's it. How'd you do? So all you do is count your breathing. 1, 1. Thanks, remember Spicy Italian, welcome. So now we're going to the peace practice. You can do that breathing exercise when you first wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night. Take an hour out of your time. Don't look at a cell phone. Just do the breathing practice and then focus on your day. Is there anything that you did to harm someone else? Forgive, ask them for forgiveness. Say sorry, and then promise you won't do it again. If someone did something to harm you, forgive them. And then go to bed, wake up the next morning, make your bed nice, neat, and tidy. Don't look at your phone in the morning. Go to the bathroom, clean the bathroom mirror if it's dirty, and then do your sentence, today is gonna be my peaceful day, and then do this mindfulness breathing. During the day, do everything one thing at a time. So I didn't do this morning. I drove my husband to work. He works very early in the morning. So we woke up at 3:45 this morning, and I drove him to work. And I didn't follow the practice, and I was not a good driver. I was talking to him while I was driving, and I was not a good driver. So it's true. Focus one thing at a time. When you drive, don't talk to people. It's true. I realized it this morning. I'm like, whew, yeah, I'm a better driver when I focus and don't talk to people. And just, yeah. So do one thing at a time. When you eat, just eat. Don't talk to people. When you drive, just drive. Don't talk to people. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay. So that's the peace practice. We're going to do our financial freedom affirmations, financial freedom visualization when we're done with our practice for this morning. So I invite you again to go to yesfinanciallyfree.com, and I will show you where to get financial freedom affirmations. So yesfinanciallyfree.com has this menu on the top with lots of great stuff. One is called Map to Freedom. You click on Map to Freedom, and you get to this great page, Map to Freedom. It's awesome. Check it out. Map number 5 is called Do It Yourself on Yes Financially Free, and it has a bunch of blog posts. You can find anything you're interested in, read about it. It's all about financial freedom. This one is called 643 Affirmations for Financial Freedom, Wealth, Abundance, Money, and Prosperity. Okay? So if you scroll around in here, you can find tons of great affirmations. So many affirmations. Okay, so we're going to do some. All right, so just repeat after me. All right? I am now accumulating large sums of money. I am now accumulating large sums of money. All right, that's a fun one. I like that. Money flows in my life. Money flows in my life. How does money flow in my life? How does money flow in my life? Why does money flow in my life? Why does money flow in my life? I always have more money coming in than going out. I always have more money coming in than going out. Why do I always have more money coming in than going out? Why do I always have more money coming in than going out? I am increasingly magnetic to money. I am increasingly magnetic to money. How am I increasingly magnetic to money? How am I increasingly magnetic to money? I create money through joy, aliveness, and self-love. I create money through joy, aliveness, and self-love. As I do what I love, money flows freely to me. As I do what I love, money flows freely to me. All right, we're done with our affirmations. That was fun. Now we're going to do our financial freedom visualization. Pretend you are already financially free. How does it feel? What are you doing? What does your day look like? Okay? That's what we're doing. So we're going to close our eyes and imagine we are already financially free. Feel the feelings of being financially free already. All right? Alexa, set timer for 30 seconds.
30-second timer started.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine it. You're in a day, you're doing something, you're financially free. Alexa, stop. That was fun. That was fun. All right, we're done with that. So that's the morning practice. Gratitude, say thank you for 1 minute. Peace practice, write the sentence, today is going to be my peaceful day. Read it, say it. Do the mindfulness breathing for at least a minute if you can. 30 seconds, you can do 30 seconds. And then do the financial freedom affirmations, and then do a visualization, and you're done. Take about 5 minutes without all the explanation. And that's it. Isn't it cool? You can do that every morning if you do it at the same time every morning. Make it a habit. I did it for 64 days in the beginning. When I first heard the Walk for Peace head monk Bhante Panakara, he said to do it for 64 days to create a habit. So I created the 64-day challenge, and I did it for 64 days in a row, and then it became a habit, and now I do it every day. Yeah. So that is the practice. I'm going to show you one last thing on yesfinanciallyfree.com, and then I'll say goodbye. This is my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. Yeah, it's a great place. Go check it out. It's my handle on TikTok, and on YouTube you can find the link on all of my videos. But yesfinanciallyfree.com, if you go to the menu and if you see there it says products, this is if you want to work with me and you want extra help. Okay, so I've already told you a lot of free stuff. There's tons of free stuff. So there's a lot of different trainings and products here. So this one, I'm going to talk about this one. DIY, build and balance your investment portfolio. This is if you want to invest in the stock market, bond market, and you don't know how. Okay, you're starting to make extra money in your paycheck. You want to save for your kids' college education, or you want to save for your retirement, and you don't want to pay a fee to advisor. And how do you do it by yourself? It's actually not very hard. So I do the all seasons portfolio in this course. The all seasons portfolio, it had a net return of 9.72% between 1984 to 2012. It didn't take big loss during the housing crisis of 2008. It was only down 3.93%, where the S&P was down 37. It also didn't take a big loss during the COVID crisis. I know, because I built it. I started doing it in 2019 for my son Jordan's college education. Okay, so I just started putting money aside and investing. Okay, and then COVID happened, right? And then he was in kindergarten. All right, no kindergarten anymore. You know, he had to do it from home somehow. You know, virtual kindergarten. Good luck with that, right? It was crazy. I actually took him to the beach every single day during that time. I don't know what you guys did during COVID, but so during COVID, the stock market crashed. Remember that? Guess what? His stock portfolio, bond portfolio, it didn't crash. It was only down maybe 5%, something like that. I don't know, not that much. Not enough to, like, you know, go crazy and panic. Anyway, when the stock market was still down, I remember it took a long time to recover. When it was still down, he was profiting. He was already making like 15% or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, this thing works. Because of COVID, I made this course because I was like, this thing works. And I taught all my clients this. So that's what this is. It only costs $197. If you click in it, there's more information about it. And you just hit this green button that says get instant access. And then you pay $197. And then you have access to this course for an entire year. So that is what that is. All right. So I just wanted to show you that. It is a great course. If you have any questions on it, I send a Zoom invite to you every week. You can also contact me through email. But I send a Zoom invite every week to you once you join that course, and then you can join a meeting every Monday. So like today, I'm going to have the meeting in less than an hour. It starts at 6 a.m. And then I send a Zoom invite, and then you can jump on, and if you have any questions, you can ask me, and I can help you, walk you through whatever. That's it. It's a great product. Under $97. You can handle that, right? A lot of people buy so much things they don't need, like Starbucks. Oh my gosh. Do you know how healthy you would be if you never bought Starbucks? Do you know? And you drank water instead, you know? Got a filter and purified your water and just drank that, you know? How much money you would have? You know, so I teach you skills to create freedom in your life so you don't have to work jobs anymore like me, right? If you don't want to work a job, if you want to work for yourself, then this is the stuff you need to know, okay? All right, have a great day. Follow me on TikTok if you're not following, and subscribe to the video on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being on. All right, I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, live every day. Aloha, take care.